Okay, we are back with the Rigged NBA Series Part 3, The Brotherhood. Before we get anything, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you're notified anytime that I go live, because I run on CPT. I be telling y'all this, I run on CPT. I don't know when I'm going to go live, but I'm going to go live at some point. So, stay tuned. You hear a lot whenever they talk about the NBA and basketball that it's a brotherhood. That's a fraternity. These words they always use. And you also notice which players are always saying this. For example, you have LeBron James, Kevin Durant, CP3, D Wade, just a few to name. Because you got to think about how much power they have in the league and how much influence. Like whenever LeBron James, when he went to Miami, it started the trend for all the other players to take their career more in their hands. Excuse me, if you will. Created more parity within the league. How you have your duos like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in LA. You got Russ and Beal in DC. You got Giannis and Middleton in Milwaukee. Ingram and Zion in New Orleans. So there's more parity within basketball. But then you got to look, too, a little bit closer to when they were drafted. Because, like, most of the players that get drafted, if you pay attention to the handshake, they'll shake their hands and their thumb is, you can't see it from this angle, but their thumb is over their hand. So pay attention to that, and that's a sign showing they've been initiated into the Brotherhood. Like, who was it? Black Balloons. Black Balloons was talking about it. We're talking about different initiated basketball players and stuff. And he pointed out you got to pay attention to the hand gestures. Like anytime they would certain players would shake hands with Adam Silver or David Stern, there'd be that handshake. You had Zion Williamson, John Morant. And they mentioned with John Morant that he came out of nowhere. He went to Murray State. Murray State's not even a relatively popular basketball school. It's not even known, have a history of basketball like that. But he came out of nowhere and became the number 2 overall pick. Ended up winning Rookie of the Year. That's because he was chosen. They already scripted it out for him to go to Memphis, to Murray State. Karl Anthony Towns, however, he was not initiated once he got drafted. If you notice, he just dapped him up and gave one of them bro hugs. That was it. As far as a cat with Adam Silver. But he was later initiated. Andrew Wiggins, he was initiated when he got drafted. Anthony Davis. LeBron James, obviously. Ben Simmons. And then, the next day, Ben Simmons' cousin got ran over by a car. Like a hit and run. The car just kept going afterwards. And if you look at the video, it looked like someone tried to lure his cousin out into the road like he was chasing after somebody. Because apparently he was with one of his friends when they went out. Then you also got the numbers they wear. Pay attention to the occultic numbers they pick. Like Kobe wore 33 when he was in high school. 33 is like 33rd degree Freemasonry. So you already knew he was destined for something big. It wasn't by chance that he just so happened to end up a Laker. There wasn't a chance that the Hornets just so happened to trade him there. If you think about it, Kobe was drafted by Charlotte, which is basically, related to Michael Jordan. He's from North Carolina. And he ended up a Laker, a legendary franchise. Then you got LeBron James. He wore 23. 2 times 3 is 6. And he wore number 6 in Miami. There's a theory that he'll change his number to number 6 when he's in LA. Whenever he wins his 6th championship. So it'll be 2 6s and a 3, if you think about it. Because he'll wear the number 6, won his 6th ring, and he would have three-peated. Yeah, Melo, he wore 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. He also wore 7. 7's an occultic number. Kevin Durant wears 7 currently. Melo, another one, like I said, wore 7 when he went to New York. KD when he had 35. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. Zion wore number 1 because he was the one chosen. Notice how LeBron had chosen one tatted on his back? They basically have the same career trajectory and same script. The only difference is Zion actually knows his dad because Zion's dad played in the NFL. Because he was a Monarch athlete. You also got CP3 and D Wade. Both of them wear number 3. Kyrie Irving wears 11. That's the master number. Who else? Oh yeah, Luka Doncic wears 77. It's double 7. Because Luka even has the All-Seeing Eye tatted on his arm. Because he's another one. He's viewed as like the great white hope, if you will. Because I always compare him to Larry Bird. And besides Zion, that's another one they always push is Luka. So it makes sense. They need that duality. You got the great white player and you got the great black player. As far as young superstars go. And also you got to think about how Zion just so happened to land in New Orleans. Like as Anthony Davis is talking about, he wants to trade. He's out of there. He ends up in L.A. And New Orleans just so happens to get the number 1 overall pick. Just by chance. And then, next thing you know, they get Zion Williamson. Another star just like Anthony Davis was. And even Colin Cowherd pointed that out. Because even, like, it's on national TV. Excuse me. It's on national TV, so they gonna put the truth in plain sight. And that was one of them. Because then you had even Chris Broussard tried to downplay it and everything like that. Because you need somebody to mock it and call it a conspiracy. So if anyone else comes out and notices it and calls it out, they seem crazy. What up, Chad Lewis? How far do I think the Heat will go this year? I feel like they'll go to probably the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't see them going all the way back to the NBA Finals. I don't see it. Then you look at who else? Cleveland. Cleveland always managed to find a way to get a number 1 draft pick. They always found a way to get different players. Like it worked out. LeBron came back and they had Kyrie Irving. Because they got screwed over when LeBron left. So they had to make up for it. So they got a star to replace him. I don't know what they were thinking when they got Anthony Bennett, though. That shit make no sense whatsoever. Like, I didn't even know who he was. I had to Google him whenever he got drafted. That's how bad it was. And I also saw this clip. It was from a shout out to YouTuber 8Win is Timeless. What they call him, Time Lord. Dude's like his Chocolate Mountain show. Dude be dropping gems, like real good show. So I'd advise go watch his show. Subscribe to his channel too. And there was one he showed a clip where LeBron James had a flesh colored earbud, like earpiece, while he was in the game in his ear. Because he always did he happened to be doing the hidden hand gesture, which is a Freemasonic gesture where, say if you have, like in their jersey, they'll stick their arm in between there whenever they're on camera. Or you'll see a lot of politicians throughout history, going back to like the 1500s, so on and so forth. Like you'll see them doing this gesture. Like Joe Biden's done it, Fauci's done it. Like you get it. You get what I'm going with this. But all of them do it, and LeBron James did it multiple times while he was on camera, conveniently. So that's the only way he would know. Similar to how you have a quarterback, he has a headset in his helmet, so he can communicate and he can hear the offensive coordinator or anybody tell him what to do. As far as, hey, throw an interception or something like that. There's even another clip I saw where it was between the Lakers and the Suns. Like this past week. And Jay Crowder was like real slick, and he like flashed the devil horns like real slick on TV. I was like, holy shit. Them niggas, they will throw that shit up on TV like it's nothing. Like, you already know Steph Curry when he does this. James Harden does it. Kyrie, like any of them niggas that do that shit, yeah, they part of the Brotherhood. You think about as far as this Brotherhood and how like far it goes. You gotta realize there's certain players that people in the NBA don't like playing with. Like, I know one of them, CP3, because they say he's too into politics. Does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I mean, he's over the Players Association, so of course he gonna be meddling within some shit. Obviously LeBron James, because if you lose, you get blamed. If he wins, he takes all the credit. You can be traded at any given point. And it's LeBron's way or the highway. And the fact that he basically plays GM throughout the league and has different players signed to his agency. And people, he knows, basically gets intel on them. Think about Montrezl Harrell, signed to Clutch Sports, played with the Clippers. And the next thing you know, Clippers didn't want him no more. He ends up with the Lakers. Then you got Dwayne Wade. What up, Nia Beats? Then you got Dwayne Wade. You see his son, Zaya Wade, out there pretending to be a daughter and shit. She got the red hair. Talking to Michelle Obama. And Michelle Obama had the nerve to talk about how she was an inspiration and all this shit. Like, no. Motherfucking just selling their kids out like that. Because, I mean, shit, D. Wade done had the blonde hair, the red hair. He done had all that different shit. So, you know that. Because if you look at any of them that be on TNT and shit, they are in the know. Ernie, Kenny, Charles. Obviously, Shaq, he got the 33rd degree Mason ring. Showed that shit on national television. Then you had D. Wade on there. Draymond Green, like, notice the trend. Then I already said Luka Doncic. Cause he's another one of those chosen ones like Zion. Like I said, the Great White Hope. They're gonna push him. That's why they gonna make sure he gets a ring, some MVPs before it's all said and done. Then you got Damian Lillard. This is an interesting one because he taps into the hip hop scene too. I mean, if he wanted to, he could retire now and just be a rapper and be straight. Like he got it like that. He could do that. But you notice like the features he got. He had one with 2 Chainz and he had one for Lil Wayne. And he be in the Hulu sports ads, which obviously all these contracts and shit come with little fine print people don't realize. These shoe deals too, same thing. Then you had the magnet assistance on the 37-foot game winner. He's on the 2K cover. He's even tweeted about the magnets in the rim before. And he tried to play it off like it wasn't real. So he's definitely in the know. Well, Jaylen Brown's another one. He was doing a lot of stuff for BLM. Do you have to sell your soul to automatically play in the NBA? No. If you want to be like a star, like a household name, yeah. But if you just want to be like a nigga on the bench and shit, and you just play here and there, you ain't gotta sell out. It's really if you just want to be like an all-star ass player. I mean, most of the stars anyway, their careers are scripted. So from their childhood, they were in line to basically ascend to be a star in the NBA, be the face of a franchise, do some commercials and shit. Like you look at LeBron James, his son, niggas already got a what is it, a TV series or some shit on what is it? I think it's Amazon Prime or some shit or no IMDb TV, and it's following him and D Wade's son playing basketball. Like these niggas are getting like the Hollywood treatment already. Like, like those motherfuckers, like they go into the league, they been sold out, or should I say, their parents sold them out. Cause Bronny had blonde hair, and like throughout this ad, I noticed all the motherfuckers just doing this, throwing up the devil horn left and right, like. And most of them were children of celebrities. Go figure. And a lot of them are under the Saturnian belief system. And like a lot of them are into black magic, allegedly, and stuff like that. Hence why you see a lot of athletes that have these really simpy ass photos because they believe in the divine feminine. Basically, the woman runs the house. So you got Russell Westbrook and Sierra, or not Westbrook, Wilson and Sierra, for example. Steph and Aisha and their children. D Wade and Gabrielle Union. That's what Mac Miller's album was alluding to when he's talking about the divine feminine. That's the religion that these celebrities and shit are into. That's their whole belief system. If you don't believe in that, you can't be super successful in Hollywood. That's why they had Tory Lanez and Jay Prince out here looking crazy over the Meg Thee Stallion, over different situations with Meg Thee Stallion. So they gotta respect the quote unquote feminine. They had to play their role. You had Kobe with his wife and daughters, Tom Brady and Giselle, who's a witch allegedly. Tom Brady even said in an interview. So they all be into that shit. It's no different than Hollywood. It is Hollywood. So no, there's even a clip I saw of Colin Cowherd talking about the NBA Illuminati. Now there's different players, and he had a theory on who was running it, while Chris Bouchard was playing the role of they're talking about, oh, this is crazy. Like it's just conspiracy theory, like the usual shit to disclaim it, or what should I say? Discount it. That's what I meant. Discount it. And Colin said it was controlled by 8 people. What up, Shaq? Up, Nova Hendricks? Appreciate it. And then Colin said it was controlled by 8 people. The commissioner, the power broker, World Wide West, 2 top agents, the CEO of Nike, Phil Knight, Kevin Plant over Under Armour, and then LeBron James, D Wade, CP3, and Kevin Durant. Those are the ones who really pull the strings as far as the NBA goes. Everybody else is just actors and playing different roles, pushing different agendas on the side. Because then you look at more players that even got initiated when they got in. You had John Wall. He was doing a handshake as soon as he got drafted. Russell Westbrook and James Harden. They are both apprentices of Kobe Bryant. Because there was an ad, that little purple puppets snake or whatever, talking to Kobe Bryant. They're talking about magic and stuff, and they had this like ball, this crystal ball or whatever. And they showed different players, and they were talking about apprentices. And it showed James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And you got to think about the mom mentality and people learning under these players. Because you got, like I said, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving. Who else? Those are the main ones that learn from Kobe. That's why Kyrie Irving acts the way he does. Because he has that Kobe mentality. It just doesn't mesh too well today. And Kobe was Michael Jordan's apprentice. hence the similarities. And also you have Steve Kerr. He was Phil Jackson's apprentice in order to be a handler. He also learned under Greg Popovich when he was playing in San Antonio. So these are handlers to manage different stars. Like Phil Jackson's specific role was, hey, manage Kobe Bryant, hey, manage Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and other MK assets they had on the team. That's what Steve Kerr does with Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. You feel like you'd have to sell your soul to automatically get famous in whatever you do. So I think if people start creating their own things like organizations, they'd be better. That's true. If we stop relying on this fucked up system to help us pursue our dreams and made our own lane, yeah. But that's the problem. It's programmed within us to think that's the only way we can do it, is their way. And then you have the small percentage of people that are willing to think outside the box and go their own way. Because you can think about this as far as basketball players go. Like, I was just thinking about, like, some of these schools these players came from, you don't know shit about them. Like, Weber State. Damian Lillard came from Weber State. You got C.J. McCollum, he's from Lehigh. Like, these little itty-bitty ass schools and shit. And it makes sense how they managed to find their way to the NBA. Just like John Morant. Took his way to Murray State and then boom. Number 2 overall pick. Whereas the others like a Zion, boom. Duke. Not any. Yeah, exactly. It's like Duke. And then you think about, like I said before, the shoe deals. The fine print within the shoe deals. Whether it be Nike. Who else? Under Armour, Adidas. Talking about John Morant. Oh shit, that's what they auto-corrected to. Wow. But yeah, John Morant, for example. And you get these different shoe deals, like these big ass shoe deals. Whether it be Dame Dollar, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant. And his logo, what the fuck? I saw this shit. It looked like the seal of Satan. If you look that shit up, if you look up the seal of Satan, you'll see this image. And then look up Kobe's Mamba logo. And tell me that don't look like the seal of Satan, or part of it. Like there's a triangle and there's a line in the middle. Yeah, most upcoming people look up to ones that are already famous, but they're more of us looking up to them than themselves. So if we would just all work together, we'd probably outshine them anyway. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, it's too much like idol worship. Like people worship these athletes. Now you think about how many people cried when Kobe died. Like people were talking about it felt like they knew him. Granted, they never even been within 20 feet of the nigga. He said, bro. It's no different than any rappers that died. Like when Mac Miller died. Felt like everybody was sad because it was Mac Miller. Felt like somebody they knew. Nipsey Hussle. Like you had an arena full of people going to see a nigga. You had a arena full of people going to see a nigga they didn't even know. Think about that. It was a character that they knew. Man said creepy comparisons. It's true though. It's true though. It is true. Because they look at Kobe as the king of LA. Yeah, I heard about King Von being part of LeBron's sacrifice. Yeah, that's why he did that album, LeVon James. What up, Soul 10? He said emphasis on character. Yeah. Yeah, because there's a theory now going around that Kobe Bryant faked his death to become Myles Garrett. Because if you look at their face, I can see it, but that's about it. Because Myles Garrett is a lot swoller than Kobe Bryant. So I'm not going to go on a limb and just say, yeah, that nigga is definitely Kobe Bryant. Because it wouldn't make sense. How this nigga going to translate from basketball to playing football on a line like that? He was saying people should stop worshiping people they don't know. Facts. Yeah, it was about the numerology for sure. About the gematria and shit. Like a lot of these motherfuckers, like honestly, all of them about by the numbers. Like with Ben Simmons, it was 3:30 a.m. Yeah, 3:30 a.m. whenever his cousin got ran over. Oh, you talking about conscious sex? Yeah, he uploaded a video saying Keke Palmer's King Von. What? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like some of them he reaching, some of them he right about. Like Malcolm Barrett playing Dave Chappelle, I could see that. Cause I could see like a thin layer where a mask was being worn by Malcolm Barrett. I know we called out Kodak not being a real Kodak. I think everybody knew that. And then Hobson playing the new Gucci Man. That's the one. Hobson playing the new Gucci Man. I do think that's true. You see videos now of people saying they wearing masks, but sometimes you think they just want more views. I mean, it's a trendy thing to say now. It's like the trendy theory. Some of them I do believe, but I don't believe all of them. Because he said Pee Wee Longway was Kodak. I was like, no. Pee Wee Longway fat as hell, no. And Pee Wee Longway like 4'11". Have I heard of Bishop Larry Gators? No, not the Gucci suit. He breaks the boule down. I have not, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Soul 10. You know what I'm talking about. You also got, who else? Steven Jackson, he part of Brotherhood too. Because you saw how all that BLM shit he was pushing after the George Floyd situation. It was like this nigga that got killed on sacrifice, should I say, on national television, just so happened to be the cousin of, fuck is his name? Steven Jackson's twin. Just so happened. And then all of a sudden he decided he wanted to go hard for BLM and all this shit. Pushing that agenda to basically get Trump out of office. Then you got Mac Barnes. His kids now, they got like a show. I guess like where they're getting started within the industry now. And then he be throwing up the devil horns and shit too on All the Smoke. And you also got to remember Matt Barnes was in the reality TV business too. So he definitely know about the industry. Nick Young. He's with Iggy Azalea. What up, Dallas Hoops 41? Yeah, like with Steven Jackson, I used to think like Steven Jackson was a real nigga and shit. Like, yeah, like he be speaking out against different shit. He even called out LeBron with planting different fanboys at ESPN and Fox Sports. And then you see him doing this shit and it's like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Hold up. And you realize he part of this shit too. And it makes you realize just about anybody in the league can't be trusted. You got Anthony Davis. He wore 23 and 3. Occultic numbers. How you think he ended up in LA with LeBron James? His idol. Same as Luka. Luka sees LeBron as his idol. That's why Luka be trying to do some of that bullshit LeBron be doing. Then you got the dudes at the top. Whenever they were playing, they had MJ and LeBron. Both of them are business moguls now. They getting the most money. Kobe would later on be one of them as well, but it was short lived. In the football, you got Pat Mahomes, because they're still trying to phase out Brady now. This nigga still winning Super Bowls and shit. And the only person they really have Patrick Mahomes lose to in the Super Bowl is Tom Brady. Because you got to think about when he was playing for New England, that is. Who did Patrick Mahomes lose to for Tom Brady to get that 6th Super Bowl ring? New England. Because it makes a better claim to say he only lost to Tom Brady, a.k.a. the GOAT. So he'd be the next in command. And Pat Mahomes, that's a Monarch baby too. His dad played baseball. I mean, you don't become part owner of the Kansas City Royals not selling out. And there was that weird ass story with who was it? It was Pat Mahomes' fiance's like dad. I forgot what happened. It was something happened this game. I want to say it might have been the Texans Chiefs game in the playoffs. I don't remember which one. But his fiance's dad happened to die that game. And that happened to be part of the storyline at the end of the game. I think it was when they won the AFC Championship. That might have been it. And he was sitting in the stadium or something. He just so happened to die. It was something really, really odd. The time was a little too off. And you got Zion. I already said he a Monarch athlete. I already said James Harden. Scottie Pippen. There's a reason he wore 33. 33rd degree masonry. And it's known too. It's known as well that Scottie Pippen's in the Masons. Just like Shaq. It's out in the open. Speaking of the Chiefs, Larry Johnson speaks about all this shit and people calling crazy. Larry Johnson, he a double agent though. He controlled opposition. He'll speak out and say some shit that's real. Excuse me. But then he'll say some shit that's not true. When he was on Zach Hubbard, I think Zach asked him if the players knew that it was rigged and scripted. Larry Johnson said no. He knew damn well it was. Let's see what we got. But yeah, he be driving some truths though on his shit. When he was talking about Tom Brady, Gronk, and all them being in the Satanism and shit. He ain't lying about that shit. Allegedly. He broke some 1964 record in passing. I think her dad was 64. Yeah, it was something really odd. Yeah, something really odd about that one. Kawhi's dad for the 2014 NBA Finals. If I remember, Kawhi's dad died for when Kawhi was a kid. And that's why they say that's why he's so quiet and stuff like that. But I do think his dad was a sacrifice for his career for sure. I do know that much. It was Larry Bird. That's another one with 33. That's another nigga who's a Mason. James Naismith, the nigga who invented basketball. Mason. And I was looking at Steph Curry's hat logo. If you look at that shit, it looks like him throwing up a 666. I already said Kobe's logo. And if you look at MJ's logo, you flip that bitch upside down, you get the Baphomet head. His legs make the horns, and then his body dunking, his upper half of his body, his torso and shit, makes the head. And then there was a woman who came out and accused LeBron of being a wizard that summoned demons. Anytime he does his pregame ritual, he obviously throws up the sixes, does a triangle, devil horns in the sky, and then he throws up the chalk. And basically that's him doing a ritual. But they're saying, she believes he's summoning demons whenever he does it. But I knew there's a ritual to it. There's a reason why they always find a point to ask athletes, what is your pregame ritual? KG, he had another weird one too. That nigga was doing he do this weird meditation to get in this certain zone and shit. And I'm thinking he just going to a different personality alter. Basically what he was doing. And that's basically the point of these handlers, to get the most out of them, whether it be Steph Curry, like I said, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, like getting the right personality alter so they'll be in the zone. Like Kobe said, he would listen to the Halloween soundtrack before every game. That's like that's crazy as hell. To get in his zone. So whatever zone and personality that is, like when you think about it, when Kobe goes into that Black Mamba mode, that's basically like the Delta of MK Ultra. Like Delta is the one, like you need someone killed, Delta mode. And you gotta think about the mentality that Kobe had when he was on the court and shit. That's basically him in Delta mode. He ain't killing nobody personally, but he killing these shots. Killing it from the 3. You for real want to find people that don't worship celebrities now, because this never going in if people keep feeding into it. Yeah, social media made that worse. Because you can follow them where they seem more accessible. You can like all their pictures. You can keep up where they go every day. So it feels like you know them. It's like... So there's that attachment to them. Yeah, keyword ritual. Yep. Westbrook listens to R&B. Yeah, that is the weirdest one. When I heard that, I didn't even want to believe that shit. I can't imagine Russell Westbrook out there, like, ready to fight a fan, listen to Sade. It just don't make sense. Like, I wonder what rap music does to him if that's what R&B does. They could probably come out there and snap a nigga neck. Listen to some motherfucking NBA Youngboy. You watch that video about Jordan's connection to the number 3, 6, and 9. Kobe had that demonic mentality. Let me see this. That sounds familiar. I might have seen it, but I'll probably have to rewatch that. I do know about Kobe, though. He has his workouts called the 666 workout. There's like an article about it and everything. But like, it's just blatant. Do I think Bron sacrificed Kobe? Yeah. I think it's Bron and the Lakers. Bron and the Lakers for more rings. Because it helps it helps LeBron. Excuse me. As far as he does individually. And then it also helps LA Lakers financially. Like when Kobe died, everybody gonna get Kobe jerseys. They gonna make Kobe hats. You'll get Laker jerseys, Laker apparel, Laker t-shirts, RP Kobe apparel. They gonna obviously put that out. People gonna get it. And then how convenient, they just so happen to win the finals. And then they try to paint LeBron as, I did it for Kobe, I'm carrying on your legacy, when in reality, Kobe don't need you to carry his legacy. There's a reason people fucked with him and hated you when you got here. So, you know. The other day, son. Yeah, I got a friend who's like a legitimate Lakers fan. He ain't watched a game since LeBron joined. Like, to this day, I was like, you really ain't watched even a Christmas game? He was like, nah, I ain't watched shit. I was like, damn. But I get it. When you watch a LeBron game, it's just refs so differently. You know there's some bullshit. That's the thing about watching the game with LeBron James. Be prepared for some bullshit fouls. And especially at the end of the game, expect some bullshit that shouldn't even happen. Cinderella story. Yeah, I was thinking about, who was that? Because I've heard people say Nate Thurman was LeBron James' dad, which it makes sense. I know there's the Anthony McClellan one where you got a half-brother and shit, which, that dude look like LeBron James. That dude could be my theory could be an imposter. It could be one of his doubles or something. That could be LeBron or something like that, maybe. But the Nate Thurman one makes more sense because Nate Thurman was 6'11", but LeBron is 6'8", listed at 6'8" when he got in the league, but realistically probably like 6'10" now. They stop measuring after your rookie year, they stop measuring that shit. Like once you come to the league, that's the only time they measure your height. So it will make sense genetically how LeBron got the genetics he has. And I found it odd that Nate Thurman died in 2016, the same year LeBron James won the finals for the Cavs. And Nate Thurman played for the Warriors and the Cavaliers, and he was from Akron, just like LeBron James. And I remember LeBron tweeted about it and shit. LeBron broke his record in Philly where Kobe was born in the 60s. Quarters of snake cutting pieces. Am I tripping? Yeah. Yeah. And what was that? Kobe was also on Flight 76 too. Helicopter was Flight 76. So they did everything they could get 13s around that shit. Because even the data added up to 13. It was 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. So you go up 13. They gonna say the snake represents the colonists. Yeah, because our fucking country was founded on bullshit. Bullshit and murder. That's why they like to push that European curriculum on us. Like, you got to go to college just to even get any sense of real history. And even then, they're leaving shit out. They don't tell you that the map that we have is actually upside down. And the country sides aren't even accurate. And he's from Philly, yeah. 13 to 13 colonies, yeah. Played high school in Philly. Yeah, there was just so much, like, obvious shit around it. And if you look at that interview after the game when LeBron passed Kobe, that interview, it felt like LeBron was talking about Kobe in the past tense already. And Kobe hadn't even died yet. He wore 33. Another one people forget, too, is that run IT had in the playoffs. People forget that his sister died, like, that morning. He found his sister died that morning, first game of the playoffs, and just went off from then on. Excuse me. People forget about that shit. Yeah, you got that vibe from LeBron? Yeah. Oh, yeah, these niggas be in this shit deep. And you think it's all over playing a fucking basketball game. Something we could all just go out and do right now. Just find a street ball court right now. We could all hoop. But at that level, you gotta do some bullshit. Then you got Kyle Kuzma. That nigga had the blonde hair. Nick Young, already said him. LaMelo Ball. He been heavily recruited since he was in, middle school? You know that's a Monarch athlete. He been playing overseas. Like, him, Zion, and LeBron's son have probably been the most covered throughout their whole careers. As far as from, like, childhood on up. Death has always been associated with new life. Facts. Because I think Lonzo Ball's mom had died too. That was another one. That one goes under the radar too. And then I've also heard about Kyle Kuzma. That he was fucking Jeannie Buss, allegedly. Because you think about all the players that came in to get around that same time, like them young players you had Hart, Lonzo Ball, Ingram, and Kuzma. We knew damn well Kuzma should have been traded. You know, damn well Kuzma's little ass should have been traded. And he's still there. And obviously he gonna be LeBron's yes man too to stay there. And most of the times you don't ask for death to happen. True. And Jeannie like 60? I don't think 60. I think she in her 50s or something. Yeah, you can look that shit up. Kyle Kuzma, Jeannie Buss. Look that shit up. And if you really look at it and pay attention, like any of their interactions, you can see it. And it's like, okay, that's why you didn't get traded. Which honestly, it worked out good for Ingram because it actually let him grow. Because he really, honestly, it stunts your growth when you play with LeBron. It stunts your player development. Because his system is LeBron's system. It's not a real offense. So if you take that player who's been playing with LeBron his whole career, you put him in a real system, he's not going to know what the fuck to do. It's easy to say that because we see them in New Orleans. I mean, if you think about it, what players have really developed well when they play with LeBron? Because most players usually regress. Or their role gets minimized. Chris Bosh got minimized. Kevin Love got minimized. The only one that didn't get minimized was Kyrie Irving. And that's because LeBron James needed somebody else. They need each other. Option A and option AB. Yep, Kobe needed help too. Because if you think, there's no player that didn't need help. Kobe needed help. But it wasn't the theory that it was just Shaq. No, that's bullshit. He didn't need Shaq level help every time. Like Pau Gasol's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a future Hall of Famer. But he ain't Shaq. He had a good supporting cast around him. They got help. Like when he was playing in 2006 and shit, when Shaq left, Kobe was playing with scrubs. That nigga had no choice but to drop 81. And then, who else? MJ needed Scottie Pippen. And everybody else. Look at all the draft picks from when Kobe hooped around 2010, 2012, LA picks. Yeah. Yeah. You just understand why these people willing to sell their soul knowing one day that was going to collect. It's like joining the mafia knowing you can get whacked at any moment. I mean, some people don't look at life that way. Like, some people just don't look at it as being a long-term thinker. There's a lot of people now who are short-term thinkers. Like, think about the average rapper. They have a short-term mindset. Let me get all this money now. There's a few that are smart enough to think long-term, though. Bro, damn near sacrificed their rookie careers. Up until Julius Randle and D'Lo. Yeah, I'm glad Julius Randle's finally an All-Star. But yeah, that big-ass contract Kobe got. They overpaid Kobe, which, I mean, I don't blame Kobe for taking it. But that big-ass contract, they didn't get as much flexibility in free agency. And then whenever they got Steve Nash and Dwight Howard, that shit really set him back. Oh, Dallas Hoops, as far as only to die young, that's because people like to be immortalized. Think about like Tupac. He's viewed as a legend. That nigga died back in 96. Still today viewed as a legend. Kobe still viewed as a legend. Biggie, viewed as a legend. What up, Virgin? I'm kind of mad how they did All-Star Weekend, though. Like, the idea they didn't do the Rising Stars Challenge. They just announced the roster. Like, you could have done a game. Honestly, they could have done a game in an empty-ass arena yesterday. And then you have all your All-Star Weekend shit. They still could have done that yesterday. But then they want to do it all, pack it all in today. Pause. And then they have a halftime the slam dunk contest. And if I can remember, I heard them say it was pre-recorded. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna have a pre-recorded dunk contest? And it's shit like this that sets the NBA back. It's like there's a little stupid scheduling things as far as like TV programming. So you've been having crazy dreams but can't tell them secret. What kind of crazy dreams though? I mean, I done seen some crazy shit in my sleep, man. Shit. I done had dreams where I done seen demons take my soul. Or try to, should I say. I've had multiple dreams where I've had different spirits that I've actually seen, like, talking to me. One of them I felt shaking my body. I woke up, this nigga looked like, he looked kind of like Uncle Sam. He had the hat and everything. He was, like, pointing at me. And, like, calling my name. And there's another one near my window. They're like translucent. That shit freaked me out, man. Freaked me out for a little bit and I was like, it's whatever. But yeah, that fourth dimension get crazy. Yeah, it was Uncle Sam. Like, I don't know why they was rocking my body and shit. I don't know why. Let's see. You don't think you had crazy demons? Maybe you did, but you protected. That's good. I had a dream one time I got shot too. I've had that dream multiple times. And in the dream, my soul left my dream body, and I had an outer body experience while I was asleep. That shit was scary. Like my whole life flashed before me. Say the court go crazy though. Yeah, I saw that court. That court lit. That court lit as hell. If there's one thing they have is a decent court. Every year for Allstar, they court's been A1. You to join the military? No. Hope not. I probably would have been even more scared if that's the first thing he said. You don't really like saying your dreams because you think it's kind of personal. That's cool. I ain't gonna force you to say something you don't feel comfortable saying. You get chased a lot in your dreams. It's really common. Yeah, I've had to chase dreams too. It be the police too many times. That's the ones I can't do that when it be the police. That's when it gets a little too real. And that whole, oh, it's just a dream. I'm in a dream. I'm gonna wake up. No, that shit don't work with the police. There's like a fucking zombie trying to kill me. That shit work. But yeah, this All-Star game gonna be trash. Because you can't do an All-Star game without fans. Alright, man. Take care, Shaq. Take care. But, like, you can't do that shit without fans. Like, when you dunking and shooting threes, you need the crowd to keep you hype and keep you going and shit like that. So, I don't know what they gonna do. I don't know what the fuck they think they gonna do. I know that magnet finna go crazy. Best believe that magnet is finna go motherfucking crazy. Like you see Lillard shooting from the logo and shit. That shit finna go stupid. Best believe. I feel like the nigga who gonna have the farthest jumper today, it's probably gonna be. I'm gonna say Luka gonna have the farthest three in the game. But if these niggas don't play defense like they did 2 years ago, I'm gonna be real pissed. Because last year they had it right. The rules are kind of wonky, but it found its way to be an entertaining game. And like, what was the point in changing it for 1 year to honor Kobe, quote unquote? Just to change it back to what it used to be. It don't make no sense. See what the chat talking about. My team LeBron and team Kevin Durant. Team Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's actually my favorite basketball player. You was over a friend's house and you had sleep paralysis episode. You felt the portal open and the demon come out. Yeah, that's the shit. Like mine was the same thing. I heard like my friends talking shit, but they weren't really talking shit. It was like at 3:30 in the morning, and like three demons popped out. I saw the portal above my head. Three of them popped out. It looked like the logo for like Temple Run, except they were like blue. And they were circling my body, and they got closer, and I could feel my essence leaving my body. And it felt like whenever you go up a hill or go down a hill and shit, or on a roller coaster, your stomach do that jumping shit. It felt like everything in my core did that, but it came out. That was like, shit, what was that, 2016? It was like 5 years ago, though. Let me see. Nigga was fucking with you trying to pull the cover from off me. Damn. He looked up and saw a person wearing a white mask of horns. Oh, shit, no. Hell no. Nah. It looked like a woman, like 5'8", maybe 140. Shit, you probably take her, though. Probably take her. They said we need some protection. I learned basically it's like, treat it like a bully. Like a bully only bullies you because he sees the fear. He smells the fear on you. If you fight the nigga, he gonna go on to somebody else. It's the same shit with them. You just tell them to fuck off. Typically, they'll leave you alone. Because if you're not afraid of them, then they can't pick up on it. Do I play Warzone? Nah. I done played it before, but I ain't crazy over Warzone. I don't know. Call of Duty ain't what it used to be. Sucks because you can't fight in your dreams. I mean, yeah, you can. You can. Like, it's possible. Like how you choose to do anything else in a dream. It's when you in sleep paralysis, you can't do shit. Besides just talk to him and shit. You can't physically do a damn thing. Because your spirit's stuck between the third and the fourth dimension. It's like being halfway through a door. Alright, I'm going to be on here for like 5 more minutes and I'm going to get up out of here. What time is it? 5:50. Making good time today. Every time you fight in your dreams, it's like you're not even doing anything. Yeah, that is crazy though. I guess you just have to get your mentality to just say, I'm going to fight this nigga if something go down. He said you was stuck. You can't fight. You can barely turn your head to look up at her. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling. I kind of had that feeling literally last night. I was up till, what was it, 6? Yeah, like 6:30 in the morning. Because I was working on my notes for this stream. And then I fell asleep on my bed playing 2K. Next thing I know, I heard something knock on my door. I wake up and ain't nobody there. I'm like, oh shit, I'm tripping. It's like you're not used to fighting when you're basically unconscious. Like you're not used to your body yet. God forbid your shit go numb. You wake up with that numb arm shit too. That'll wake your ass up quick. You never had a dream like that, but you had a weird dream where you basically couldn't breathe or move, and it was hard to wake up from. That could have been sleep paralysis where you were just laying on your stomach and your face was in the pillow and you couldn't move. I've had that happen. That shit is scary. That shit is terrifying. I don't even know if them dream catchers actually work though. I had one when I was a kid. I don't think I had as many crazy ass dreams, but shit. When I got in college, I stopped using that dream catcher shit. And that's when I started having them crazy ass dreams for real. You woke up on your back though. Damn. That's some scary shit. Never had sleep paralysis, you hope never have it. But you know you protected. Yeah, it ain't too scary once it happens a couple times you get used to it. It ain't too scary, but It's just basically your spirit stuck in the fourth and third dimension. Since why you can see shit, but you can't move. And you see shit that isn't visible in our dimension, shall I say. If you guys just close your eyes and ignore it. Yeah. That too. Just acknowledge it. Yeah, I got sleep paralysis. It is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna do my shout outs. Shout out Virgin, Naya Beats, Soul 10, Dallas Hoops 41, Beats by Nova Hendrix. Let's see. Chad Lewis. Yep, that should be everybody. Let me see what the last one said. Since you was a kid, you've instinctively known what to do about sleep paralysis. I can't say the same thing. I cannot say the same thing. And yeah, that shit do be seeming real. If you have sleep paralysis, you would rather not be demons, but magical stuff like fairies and unicorns. Yeah, if I could pick what it was, it'd probably be something like that, not demons. You gather all your energy, count to 3, and normally you always break out. Yeah. I usually just ride it out now, but when I was younger, I could do that. Alright, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Tomorrow, there will be... What is it? Satanic WWE is the next episode. Satanic WWE. We'll talk about that shit. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I appreciate the support. Share this video with anybody. We are out.